What's going on, everybody on YouTube? How y'all doing? I'm here with my dude Phil, one true nerd king. Got a little bit of echo coming back at me, Phil. I don't know what's going on, but regardless, we're here to talk about Grizzly Shark, and we will also be joined by Dave, who's this was all his idea, and he's not here with us right now, so I don't know what's going on about that.
What the crap, Dave? What the crap?
Dave, what the hell?
Dude, you bring all of us together to talk this book, and you're the only one not here. I swear we could get Ryan Otley on this conversation.
That would be dope.
We could get Dave in on this conversation.
If I was any way had enough pull, you might have enough pull to get Ryan Otley on a stream or something. You got like 10,000 followers, bro. For me, it's like I probably wouldn't have that pull, but you could have.
We'll talk. Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do a joint interview with Ryan Otley. See what we can get.
If we can get him in. Oh my goodness. So today we are talking about breaking down.
Just make sure nobody can.
What's that? Well, now we lost Phil. Now it's just me. Oh, there we go. You dropped out.
Oh no.
Good?
Am I still gone?
You good?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I didn't notice anything. Damn.
So
oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. So we are here to talk about one of the most incredibly ridiculous comic books of all time, Grizzly Shark. It's a 3-part series, and then there was like a return of Grizzly Shark or like something like that. That was like a one-shot. But we're not gonna be talking about that one. But it's Grizzly Shark returns, and then Grizzly Shark versus Sea Bear, and it's done by Ryan Otley, and mostly Otley. I don't know who else. They said placenta. I don't know who that is. Definitely like a no name that probably did some filler work. But most of it is done by Otley, and as far as like story and artwork, and you can see a lot of parallels and similarities to some of the like Invincible artwork that he has there as well. And I think even Dave would be able to, if Dave was here.
If he was here,
he'd be able to point out even some homages to panels from Invincible, which is kind of what I was looking forward to the most. But thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, Dave.
When Dave watches this again, I just want Dave to know that I don't see any similarities between this and Invincible.
Actually, you know what? I just want to say, while Dave's not here, that Invincible is probably the worst comic book.
Worst ever. I don't think I've ever had to put anything down as many times as I had to put down Invincible.
Oh shit!
Merry Christmas, pal.
So can I be honest? I was playing Pokemon and I lost track of time.
Oh my God!
Classic 90s kid playing Pokemon and lost track of time. So we were just saying, I was hoping that you jump in so you could draw the similarities and the homages to Invincible, since this work was done mostly by Ryan Otley, obviously the artist of Invincible. But we didn't miss much. We're just about to start in. We have the slideshow where we could break it down page by page if we wanted to, just to kind of kick it off and talk.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's like if we want, we could read the whole comic right now in like 40 minutes, and it wouldn't take that much time. And
I think that's a copyright issue with that. So I think we have to kind of talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
are we doing an audio book?
Everybody wants to cancel James anyways. We're all trying to get James canceled.
Yeah,
I would like to, we're here with him. I'd like some posterity.
If we could get it canceled right here, right now. What is this?
Oh, nice.
This is a vanilla stout. I'm not really a stout guy, but this was free, so I will go with it.
I'm going with the amber lager, red oak.
Yeah.
Staying
true to North Carolina. What you got, Phil? I can't see.
I do the dark. This is a pear and black ale.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I like my dark beers.
So
I'll do that in the New Holland. I'll be breaking into that one next.
I'll do dark beers at sporting events, mostly hockey games, because it's almost like a meal in itself. So I don't get hungry as well. Yeah. So I'll do like dark beer on tap, and that way I don't get like hungry for other shit because everything costs like $15. So I'd rather pay $10 for a beer.
I'm British. I don't believe in drinking the water that a lot of American beers are. So I kind of need something darker and a little bit thicker.
All right, we're in business. Cheers, guys.
Hey, cheers. Absolutely. Yeah,
right,
so
let's fucking talk about Grizzly Shark.
Let's fucking go.
Right,
so
go.
Grizzly Shark.
So just a quick background before
Yeah.
we dive into it.
We did 5 minutes of background. You weren't here for it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just messing. Go ahead.
No, but basically, like, I forget who I was talking to, but I was just like, yeah, you know, definitely like indie books. And they're like, you know, who has a lot of indie book recommendations? It's Phil. So I started talking to you about just indie books in general one day. And then I was like, yeah, have you seen or like read Grizzly Shark if you're like into Invincible recently? And he was like, no, I've never heard of it. I was like, wait, are you kidding? And he went, yeah. And I went, okay, what's your address? He just sent it to me and I went, all right, it's on its way. We are.
This piece of comic book history is too vital and important.
But yeah,
that Phil was like, I've never heard of it, and Dave immediately sent him one.
We're about to talk about Grizzly Shark, which is right here. It is $12 or some shit on Amazon right now. I'm not getting paid to say that. I'm just saying, if you want to own this thing physically, it's kind of ridiculous.
Or if you can happen to find, it's a low print count, but if you can happen to find the individual issues, there's only 3 of them.
You have extras of those?
No, I pulled these out of dollar bins. Remember, like right after you told me to start looking for it because you thought it was hilarious, and I was like, okay. And then like I just happened to find them. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, yes, I need it in my life. Read them, and I just couldn't stop laughing the entire time.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it starts off with Dad. And does Dad have a name, or is it just Dad and his son is?
Oh, I think he's just Dad.
Yeah. So this is just.
He has a name. I know he has got a name. I think they refer to it as like he's somebody's uncle in here.
Oh yeah, he's the uncle of the other car people.
Yeah, the guy that dies, the driver.
Yeah,
Uncle Carl.
Yep. Oh, okay, cool. But my biggest thing with this book, and you can kind of just tell from looking at it. It looks like Ryan Otley lettered this book himself. He's a character artist, but doesn't mean he has fantastic handwriting. This looks like he just like the inconsistency of the lettering and like he literally looks like he did this on his first go and like just did it
for
as
sure.
quick as he could, which is definitely fitting for the actual story itself.
I feel like this was a drinking dare, right? Like all of a sudden somebody was watching Sharknado with him and he goes, you know, I could do better. You know, Ryan's like, I could do better. And there's like bullshit. And he's like, no, watch me, you know, hold my beer. And he seriously just did this on a napkin at the entire place, you know.
Honestly, this is like right when Invincible was taking off in terms of like the brutalness and everything. And like obviously he was working at Image Comics, and Image is all about like create your own thing, own all of it, like make all that money and everything. So I mean, we'll go through it. There's a lot of like the blood and the chomps and like just like the
on page 2.
So yeah, it's funny. You think that this guy's fucked. He's actually alive throughout the rest of the fucking thing.
The entire next 2 issues included.
Yeah, he's literally a top half. and
makes so many jokes about it.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's just, I mean, I don't know. It strikes me as just like people that live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. See, I'm not saying the South. That would be racist. People that live in the middle of nowhere, just like super hillbilly like mindset and shit. Like,
oh sure,
yeah,
oh yeah.
And you can say the South. It's all right. So, yeah. So poor Donnie. I love that his name is Donnie too. Poor Donnie gets munched in half, and you can even see like the lettering, like you were talking about, when the shark eats him. It's in red, and it literally says munch.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's how it starts. Is he's like, I'm going out to the woods to take a piss, and he's like, I heard there's sharks out there. And he's like, don't be ridiculous. There's no sharks in the woods. Well, apparently, there in fact is. And he comes out, munches him in half, He shoots him. Uncle Carl does, and yeah. So now you would think he's gonna die. That's what I thought. I was like, all right, this is how we're starting this comic off. But in fact, he makes it through the end. They don't even cauterize the wound.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they do. They stick him right in the fire.
Drops him right into the fire. And, but yeah, I believe that the only like action words that they use for the shark are munch and rar.
Right.
I think there might be a chomp somewhere, but it's like just munch, rar, chomp, and like you'll see when it gets to like the montages of like it's honestly just Sharknado and Deadpool like hybrid in terms of like just like the like satire, like humor or whatever. But yeah, and he makes him chug all that aspirin.
Yeah, and he's like, "What do you have a death wish?" He's like, "Don't worry, my stomach is over there." So
they're all laughing about it. He's like still like coughing up blood. You know.
I told Phil literally nothing about this. I was just like, "You're gonna read it and you're gonna like it." Like,
yeah. It was just kind of like, why should I read this? None of that explanation at all.
No.
Not a single word. Have you read Grizzly Shark? No, I've never heard of it. Hold on, where do you live? And then it's on its way. Let me know when you've read it. Yeah. So, I think the entire impetus was that he got tired of asking me to find out, did you read it yet in my to be read pile? He's like, we're doing a fucking show on it. All right, just be there. I'm like, okay, all right, I will have it read. And I've read it like 3 times. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny. But yeah, so they got the fucking bear repellent ice cream, whatever that shit's called. John bought this dude in the back who's like, who literally looks
dude.
Some version of Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Is that who he's supposed to be?
I mean, it would make sense. But,
where did they go, George?
It quacks like a duck.
Yeah.
So yeah, his name is John Bob, which is kind of hilarious. Like, it literally, like, this honestly strikes me as like a high school assignment of like, they gave Ryan Otley like, all right, come up with this story. Like, you have 5 minutes to do the plot, and then like 40 minutes to draw it, and then 5 seconds to letter the book.
Right.
What we got. Yeah.
We got a work of perfection is what we got from that. So yeah, they're eating. What is it? Which ice cream are they? Are they eating?
Jubilee, which
Cinnamon Bear Jubilee. Yeah,
hate. That's the only thing that they don't like, and you end up finding out in issue 3 why. Stay tuned. But yeah, man, I just got confused how they got so worked up in the car here. Like, I still don't understand this. Like, I was just like, wait, that was very unnecessarily escalated.
Yeah, just right.
More shenanigans to add to it, and then
wanted excuses for just everybody to crash their car.
Yes,
to go flying out of the wind, specifically flying out of the windshield in each issue, several times an issue. Sometimes
I think this is the only airborne creature of any sort that is not caught midair by a shark. Anything that goes flying through the air so far that I've seen is
generally
you see a shark at the other end, right?
Right.
Mouth are like, no, I'm flying. Oh, shark here. Right,
because the first time you see it, it's just chilling in the bushes, and then it's like chomp, munch.
Munch. So they're covered in blood. I'm assuming the deer's blood. And
no,
that's the Cinnamon Bear Jubilee, bro.
Yeah, that's Cinnamon Bear.
The ice cream. That's right. Yeah.
Dude, like Freddy vs. Jason, Alien vs. Predator. Like, that's why they were immune to the shark at first. But yeah,
gotcha.
They spilled some ice cream, and then you go to the next page.
The piggyback.
Yeah, so Johnny and Carl just like shit on each other, and like he keeps making jokes about how he doesn't have a bottom half. But
he's like, Dad, I gotta pee.
Actually, he's literally only 50% of a human for the whole comic book. Like,
not even, because it's more than just from his waist. Like, it is up around the stomach area.
Yeah, it's like his rib cage down.
Yeah, his rib cage, and that's it. But yeah, he's like, I gotta pee, and he's like, what? How? And they laugh at that, think it's hilarious. And then the two groups, I guess. I know. Hold on, we're at the where they run into the shark again. Grr.
Well, no, this is the first time they run into Grizzly Shark.
Grr.
Oh no, the second time because he obviously ate Donnie.
Yeah. So the shark has been tracking them, and and the dude just leaves them.
So, like, I just want to touch on one thing here. So this is like very well drawn if you look at it, right? Like that's a pretty decent shark. The coloring is great. The details are great. So it's Foucault, FCO Placencia. How do you say that name? Foucault?
I really, yeah. Well, his first name's Ivan, but
Well, so yeah, they're brothers, but the two of them are pretty similar in style. Foucault Placencia does some of the panels in this book, and then he does the coloring for the cover of the second issue, and then he does the coloring for the third issue. But like, what's interesting with him and his brother is they have a very almost Clayton Crane like shiny art style. Foucault, I fucking hate saying that. He was a colorer for Invincible for a while, and he was there when like fucking like brains were coming out of people's heads, like literally organs popping out, and like he would draw like a blue, bloody, gross, like bruised shit. So, I don't know. Honestly, you can tell that this like him and Otley are obviously boys and go way back. And I think, what is it? Jason Howard is on this too.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know all the creators. I just know
he should be on the cover though. Jason Howard.
No, it just says Otley and Placentia.
I see Kelsey Shannon for chapter 1 cover colors, and then chapters 2 and 3 cover colors. FCO Palencia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Co.
I'll keep looking.
FCO.
Oh no, it's Jason Howard has a variant in this. I'm just confusing myself. But
gotcha. Yeah. It is. I mean, I do like the color contrast on this page, or I guess almost like a splash page type thing. But yeah, I don't know where all the blood is coming from necessarily. It's like he just travels in a pool of blood. But I do like the contrast against the sky and against the lettering, the RAR up top, and and the fact that he's like, I don't have to outrun the shark. I just have to outrun the guy with no legs lying on the ground. Yeah.
Jason Howard, yeah.
Is that it?
This one's Jason Howard.
Whoops.
This book started in 2010 because my good friend Jason Howard and I were drunk on fatigue and coming up with stupid ideas after a long day of comic conventions one year, and we hit an idea about a bear and a shark getting mixed up. And from then on, we were hooked. We both wanted to try out on the 24-hour comic thing, so we decided this was the idea to do. 24-hour comic day is a day where many artists feel like staying up for 24 hours straight and create an entire comic, writing, art, lettering, all of it.
Well, that makes
24 hours.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Here, can you show the panel again or the cover
That's what's
again?
great about trade paperbacks is there's all this extra content and like exclusive stuff in the back. So it says all of that in the text in the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, sick.
Very nice.
We read it on my phone earlier because I put all my other trades away.
He's got some insights on all of these pages. There's some pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Actually, right here. You'll see it's similar though. So this is Wolfman. It's a hardcover. This is like feels like a textbook. The Astounding Wolf Man. It's Robert Kirkman and Jason Howard. He's in the Invincible universe. Like wow, I just opened the one issue that Invincible's in. That's kind of funny.
You have a gift.
But yeah, this is Jason Howard's art. Like pretty similar to Otley. He colors his own shit, which is cool. They also shit on Twilight continuously in this book, which I thought was kind of funny. Read the first one by force and seen one of the movies by force. But anywho, back to sharks.
But anywho's, the drawing that I saw just from what you were holding up looked very similar to
I believe it's the first issue. Yeah, he draws Sea Bear in homage to, I think that.
Hold on. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely really good trade to get for season 2. Yeah, my God, we only have 1 season. But yeah.
Sweet. All right, so we get basically the two groups now converge here, and trying to kill the shark, but since they are covered in the ice cream, I think that is what repels the shark, right? Yeah, he licks licks him, and then he's like, bleh. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
they're like
cracks me up.
amazing. Like what? It's so-
Bleh, and then he fucking runs off, and
Yeah.
then we get the montage
This is
of
the best
the kill
part.
scenes.
This is like each issue has this, and it's like just 10 pages of a family chilling in the top panel, and then them just getting fucked in the bottom. So we have a bunch of good ones here.
Yeah, we have the lady rock climbing.
But if you notice, so they all have some sort of form of blood coming out of them. Yeah. So he bit she bit her tongue. And yeah, the whole family gets mutilated.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, if you look, that baby,
Minus the baby. Yeah.
notice the baby's still alive. We'll see that baby again. This was probably the most fucked up part.
It's facts. They just orphaned this child. Everyone, even the dad with the bowed head, they just all get their heads snatched.
Yeah.
The girl who is
Tyler will
walking.
appreciate this. The boobs survive.
Yeah, is it because they were fake? Is that why they got left behind? You know, I mean, they were a little, you know.
Shit.
Obviously, that shark's an ass man.
So, for real.
Yeah.
So you're like, everyone's bleeding, and then you're like, oh, is she bleeding?
Wait,
Well,
sorry.
yes.
Go back to. Let's start at the first one again.
Yep. Go ahead.
Now look. Okay, Munch. Next. Munch. Yep.
Next.
Munch. Yeah.
Munch written in her blood, right under her tits that have been separated from the rest of her body.
There were several girls like that I could have dealt with better, but yeah.
Oh, and then the one thing that could have stopped the ice cream.
Yeah.
Rain. How could they not think ahead?
Yeah, like look at this. Like, don't get attached to any of the quote unquote main characters. This comic is literally Game of Thrones, and next thing you know, your favorite new
This comic is Game of Thrones, except not as intricate.
So this guy who drove the car and crashed it, he gets his head bit off by Grizzly Shark.
What's up, Cali Comics?
No, what's up? How are
we? Yeah, we're just breaking down Grizzly Shark, most ridiculous comic book of all time. Yeah, so he's like, oh, he tried to save him. He's like, oh no.
Well, like, you know how clean of a munch this is, though? Like, he gets his whole body and most of his skull, but like very level off right before the face, that the top half and the jaw survive. Like, what?
Precision.
Like, honestly, though, it's like you'll see, like, once you guys pick up the later trades of Invincible, like some of the shit that he thinks of with human anatomy is almost terrifying. Like, this guy's seen way too much Dexter, you know.
He's definitely has a twist in mind. I mean, just from the little I know about Invincible and this right here, it just makes me be like, what else could Ryan Otley think up as far as like just give him like some kind of a torture comic, and I'm sure it would be absolutely insane.
Yeah. And yeah, this entire comic was batshit crazy from the start, you know, as far as just the shark frenzy eating scenes. Every single one of them was just this ridiculous way to leave an expression on just totally being, you know, wiped off the planet. I don't know. It was great. I liked the way that they treated the teeth like scalpels. Like, it was just this precision razor cut. No matter what the shark did, it was just that bite gone, that part missing. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Munch. We have Dad and Donnie reuniting, which is very, you know, he's obviously pissed off that he left him there to die.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh shit. And
yeah,
then
so actually, John Bob is Hodor because he fucking tries to sacrifice himself and just save the day so many times. And he's a fucking shark killing machine, basically.
Rawr.
Well,
he comes in swinging, bro. He's got that retard
like
strength.
the second panel reminds me so much of Battle Beast with like the way that he'll draw blood and like teeth and everything. It's yeah.
John Bob knows everything there's to know about killing sharks.
That's Invincible in a nutshell. Like fucking blood literally everywhere. Like it's hard to tell what's going on just because you're like, Jesus Christ, Ryan Otley. Like what are you doing? Like
he's got a blood fetish. What can you say?
Yeah.
He just ripped this shark in half.
No,
ripped him in half.
Look at this second speech bubble written like a second grader. I miss Carl. Like so uneven and level and shit. Like
it's kind of like it was his teacher, you know, Miss Carl.
And then we get the one last joke. What does he say? My feet are killing me. He wants to be carried again. Like, he's like, my feet were killing me.
Yeah.
Shit. So there you go. There's part one, and then we get part two. So the shark killed the dad, and now John Bob is his new dad. He's gonna be the one carrying him around.
Or his wheels, anyways.
Reminds me of Ferritor from Mortal Kombat X. If you guys have played that game. No.
Nope.
He's basically the same thing. A little dude rides a giant, big troll type thing. But
and they fight together?
Yeah, they fight together. Like you can throw the little guy and like
that's awesome.
You guys done a little Mortal Kombat fastball special.
Mortal Kombat basketball special. He just stands on the shoulders to dunk every time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so now we have just random people, getting hurt mountain biking or whatever they're doing here. Of course, there's blood, so you know what's going to happen on the next page.
His friend to blow on it too. It's like what?
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, with a cigarette.
You never like gotten road rash. Blowing on it feels so much better.
Not with a cigarette though.
I mean, yeah, that's gross. I
But blow on it yourself. Don't ask your friend to sit there like, dude, can you blow on my wound? I mean, really?
Yeah, that's kind of
weird. Can you blow me real quick? Then we'll make this feel so much better.
Yeah. You buy me.
Believe me, I've tried that a few times. It doesn't.
It doesn't. It just gets awkward in the room. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. This reminded me of like a cheesy 80s movie intro where it's like munch, 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 Grizzly Shark. Like,
oh yeah, it's so true.
I loved this panel.
I like the one eyeball that's just kind of chilling with the teeth.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my OMG. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but eventually, rather than just writing out what the fuck, like they just wrote WTF in one of the speech bubbles. Like,
oh yeah. No, that's the one that we used for the thumbnail of this video, actually. All right, so now we're back to our regular main characters, Donnie, hitchhiking with John Bob. Shoot. And they're like, we need a ride because there's some crazy killer shark going on over here.
And he proceeds to just be the biggest asshole of all time. Like, he's like, you know what? Like, I have no legs anymore, no dick, no stomach. Like fuck you guys. Like, and he just is not as hospitable as you should be if you just survived being on the brink of death multiple times and some random person picked you up.
I feel like he's trying to prove, even though he may not have one anymore, he can still be the biggest asshole in the room.
That is true. That's a good way of looking at it.
Doesn't he even like pee on the dude too? I think that's coming up.
Yeah, I think that's
point.
coming up. Yeah. You're too far ahead, James.
Oh, my fault. So yeah, they're just yelling at each other. He's just like, they're trying to, out asshole each other.
Kyle.
This dude?
Yeah, the cop. I go back. I think his name's Kyle. Yeah, Kyle.
Kyle. He drinks Monster. He drives fast.
Yeah, right. He drinks.
Kyle.
Drink Monster.
He drinks Monster. His name's Kyle. He drives fast. He gets into fights with people. He doesn't look as skinny as most Kyles, but
Yeah, usually Kyles are a lot more scrawny.
Oh, here it is. He does pee on him.
He's out of his
How?
That's just it. Like he's got no intestines, no like. Yeah,
But somehow he forces out a hearty stream of asparagus piss right into the dude's eyeball. Impeccable aim for someone who can't aim. I love it. That shit made me laugh so hard.
Oh, burn.
Yeah, look, he's laughing his ass off. Oh shit. So then they're
so
like,
this is the first time someone gets thrown from a car.
because they're like, we're just gonna take over the car, and he locks his hand in the door trying to get back in. He's like, no, it's not the car. And they go, and yeah, he gets launched.
Go back. You missed one of the biggest things, that fucking Donnie is trying to drive the car with no bottom half.
No legs, right?
So he puts it into drive.
I got no legs.
And then uses what looks like his left hand
I got no
to
legs.
try to drive. And he basically just spends the next 15 minutes of his life with his head against the gas pedal from Lorraine. So,
he doesn't seem to be that upset about it either, though, too, when you look at him.
He's just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. And then they launch Kyle, and never to be seen again.
Well, he is seen again.
Rar.
Rar.
Oh my god, it's just so fucking funny. And I believe that they at this point they come up with here's the baby that comes back. They come up with the plan.
No, but this is funny because Donnie basically, like, they're like, all right, we're gonna go find the shark, and then these diary entries are like, we've been searching for the shark for 4 days and we haven't found anything, but we did this, and this, and then, like we were saying earlier, this baby is from the family that survived, or that didn't survive, died.
Yeah,
she survived.
Did not quite survive.
By fucking eating the dead corpses of her family, like. But this isn't even the worst thing that happens to this baby yet, honestly. Like,
so we got zombie baby. Yeah. I like how he's attached shoes to whatever's going on down here.
Yeah, I know, right? Little baby toddler shoes too.
Lorraine made that for her, and he loves Lorraine. Made it for him.
Shit. So like, we got to catch the shark, so they need to set a trap. So they're gonna use zombie baby, who, like, he's not even a zombie. He just becomes zombified because he ate the rest of his family.
Yeah.
and just hang him up there. Now we get some montage.
Montage, yeah. Like, sorry, daddy. Like, very casually, like, oh, I didn't mean to chop off your hand. Like,
oh yeah. He's got an axe in his hand, and he's just accidentally. You're right. It is.
Yeah,
Game
and Dad's
of Thrones.
just kind of like, you're grounded.
But one thing I actually didn't notice until, honestly, tonight when I read it, is the kid cuts off his dad's fingers again as he gets mutilated off of his severed hand already. Like,
oh god, yeah, I just see that too.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't want to sit in the chair, so he chops the hand even more, and then Grizzly Shark comes and takes, as he does, leaves the face and part of the arm, and it's night for him. Oh my goodness, what is?
So yeah, the chick gets a bloody nose. She's clearly ready for
bloody nose. I thought he punched her in the nose.
He did. He punched her on their honeymoon.
Oh, that's why his hand is arm.
Yeah, that's why his hand's bleeding.
I never put that.
So he's a freaking wife beater who gets eaten, but then they eat the wife too.
I'm so sheltered. Do you know what I thought it was? I thought that his wife got a bloody nose and he like went like this to help her stop it for a second.
Don't be silly. He punched her in the nose.
Oh my god. But yeah, so she gets
shit like that's why you're late, Dave.
Hey, come on, Dave.
I was late, dude. I'm trying to catch shinies, you know.
So now we're getting the introduction of multiple sharks attacking at the same time here. We got the shark eating him, and again leaving the boobs. Gotta leave the boobs, I guess. At the same time,
these sharks, man, don't know what they're missing.
So yeah, they're all talking shit, and the last kid's like, "I gotta pee."
Yeah, looks like the kid from Up. Had an accident.
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like
Honestly,
the
he
kid from Up.
probably did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
This-
does a lot of shit like that on purpose. Like they had Charlie Brown in the background of the Invincible comics so many times throughout it. Like it's literally a bald, short kid with the same color shorts and the yellow and black striped T-shirt, and it's like so that's very Ryan Otley to like make references to that and to like memes and whatnot.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I definitely didn't notice that he looks like the kid from Up, but
No.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And now he has to, and he
Wait, go
definitely
back. That
pisses
looks
himself.
like Conquest from Invincible.
Which one?
Conquest.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah, I think so.
So
It looks like it.
Conquest is like, so like, yeah, you know how Omni-Man was like, I've lived for thousands of years, Mark. Like we are. So
Mhm.
Conquest is the oldest living Voltramite.
Okay.
Just
So,
like the scout leader.
yeah, like, and he basically like just doesn't give a shit. Like Battle Beast, loves a good fight and whatnot. And he has like an Infinity Gauntlet type like hand because he got his hand bit off or whatever, but he's still badass.
Nice.
But yeah. Fun fact, Phil, I've always said that my one continuation of Invincible stories that I would want from Kirkman and Otley is a Conquest prequel, like him as a kid, like him becoming what he did then and there or whatever.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Robert Kirkman said he
yeah.
based him off of Cable and Thanos. So it would be sweet if he got Josh Brolin. But anywho, Grizzly Shark.
Has Kirkman ever talked about doing like any kind of spin-offs for Invincible or no?
Ryan Otley has made hints that like they've been talking about it, which means that it's obviously going to happen soon. But like there's a lot to work with after the end with just, I mean, I don't want to say it, but there's a lot to work with after the end.
Okay.
And like, I mean, there's like Nolan's prequel that's never told. Conquest prequel, never told. Battle Beast prequel, like never told. Like,
You mean as like origin stories or just
like
kind of like in the past?
yeah, because like Kirkman will do that. He'll sum up like origin story for like a certain Voltramite or a certain hero and like to like a full splash page or whatever, and he can do it pretty well. It's just like it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, like it with the Voltramites, like there's so much to work with there. And yeah, no, the Conquest prequel is every time I see Ryan Otley and get a signature from him, I'm like, so when's the Conquest prequel happening? And he's like, that would be pretty cool. He's like, we should do that. I'm like, yeah, you should. Why are you drawing Spider-Man with Nick Spencer? So like,
yeah. Why yeah, that whole don't even get me started. Anyways, back to Grizzly Shark. So here the zombie baby just becomes more and more zombie every panel that we see him.
tone is getting green at this point.
Yeah, at first he was just pale, and now he's actually like green. His hair's changed, his eyes are bloodshot. So I love that little subtle nuance there. Wait, it's a trap. Apparently he can swim through tall grass, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. So this is Kyle. He survived. And Lorraine's like, Kyle, let's go. And fucking, what's his name? John Bob. I keep wanting to say Billy Bob is like, no more eating of people. Like, in Soviet Russia.
He reminds me of Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
I've never watched Varsity Blues. I'm sorry.
I only know it from The Office because
oh yeah, Movie Monday.
Yeah, Movie Monday. Popcorn.
Only cure for the Monday blues is Varsity Blues. Shit. I'm glad we're all Office fans. All right, and then so Billy Bob or John Bob or whatever the fuck his name is. Now you got me saying Billy Bob. Is just mollywhopping the shark, dude. This dude's got some crazy strength, man. I'm telling you.
Dude, he fucks. So he rose one of the grizzly sharks over the edge, and like, look at that shark holding on. It's like
the shark holding on, and then I love the last panel, just the roar. And he's just like, I mean, for a shark, it's pretty well drawn, I gotta say. I mean, especially for like a little throwaway thing. I just love like the giant mouth. I could use a couple more rows of teeth maybe, but other than that, that's pretty awesome.
I mean,
I'm dating myself here, but I like how they have it stand up and just kind of like bend a little bit, like you see there when it's falling. Granted, but at different points, it's very Jabberjawsy from Hanna-Barbera, the old cartoon called Jabberjaws. I don't know, just reminds me of that.
All right, so we get
why this rock fell.
just on her, right? Yeah.
So like every time I've read this, I'm like, when did this rock fall? And I go back and I look. Oh,
it's when he pushes. Yeah, when he throws him against the rock, and then the rock falls on the jogger.
Yeah, no, Melissa, he actually dumped me. Yeah, I was a complete mess. I mean, seriously, I've never been more crushed.
Never been more crushed than I am right now. Does the dog survive, or does the dog get it too?
No, the dog survives.
Dog does survive,
and yet her boobs didn't make it out of there. That's one female fatality. That's boobs are gone too.
Just one hand, one singular hand, and they're just lapping up the blood. Lick, lick, lick. Oh my gosh! And John Boy is just back at it. What in the heck, dude?
Yeah, I know, right?
John Boy,
Mr. Thornton, John Boy, John Bob.
Oh, John Boy, not John Bob. John Bob is fucking like going ham, bro.
Yeah. Mr. Myers,
John throwing Boy. Hands. He should definitely consider a some kind of fighting job after this, because he punched this shark so hard. Teeth are coming out.
Didn't even have time to catch up with the rest of the innards.
Eyeballs coming out. Oh shit! And then
there's too many. Game over. Son of a damn it.
Son of a damn it.
Game over, man.
And that is the end of number 2. Number 3, Grizzly Shark versus Sea Bear. Hell yeah!
What that means. Maybe it's a bear that lives in the water.
Could be. I guess we're gonna have to find out.
I think so.
Oh my god! And just more destruction caused by the shark.
Yeah.
And
thrown through the windshield.
What's that?
Getting thrown through the windshield yet again.
Oh yeah, you did mention that there's always someone being thrown through the car.
Yeah, but this is like skeet shooting. Honestly, they get thrown through the windshield, and the sharks in the third panel just grab them up in midair. Like
that's like what Phil was saying earlier, that anyone in the air, anyone who goes airborne, automatically gets taken.
That was the one thing that made it through the entire book, being airborne and not getting caught.
Oh my gosh! I guess he's also kind of playing on the whole texting and driving thing. They've got all these people texting and driving.
What this text says is it's basically this chick's like, "Oh, hey, big boy," like it's 9/11, which is fucked, and she's like, "I don't want anything bad happening to you, but don't read this while texting and driving. I love you, okay?" And of course, he crashed into the crash that just happened, and not just one, but all the people on the bus get thrown through the shield, and
they all get picked off. This is such an amazing page. Just like, how are they getting enough momentum to launch themselves off the ground?
I honestly want to say this is an Invincible homage with.
This is?
I think during the Invincible War, like it's just a bunch of people flying towards each other. And then there's another one too in here that I'll point out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're back with the main, I guess, main characters, as main as they can be. And we have Zombie Baby continuing to be Zombie Baby, which I love. Very sad, blah, blah, blah. And you were right, Dave. Don't get too attached.
Yeah. So Lorraine dies. And basically everybody dies in this.
Spoilers. Everybody dies. Lorraine definitely gets
great detail in the first.
She gets done dirty.
One thing I noticed, go back. Fly, you fools. Like, really, Gandalf?
Fly, you fools?
Yeah. That's like, wait, have you seen Lord of the Rings, James?
No.
Oh, so like
In the
legendary
first one where, sorry.
legendary scene, Gandalf is hanging over an edge and he's basically like beat, and like he's holding on or whatever, and he says, "Fly, you fools," and then let's go. And then like the fellowship like runs away or whatever. So that's literally pulled right out of Lord of the Rings, which Alan Kirkman loves shitting on pop culture and just like modern like stories and everything at the time. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, like if you go and you look at the individual volume names for the Invincible trades, they're all like a show title, like basically Family Matters. Like, yeah, it's like a lot of different things.
Oh, that's kind of dope. I definitely went over my head because I am not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. I gotta be honest with you.
I saw that and I was like, really? Are you kidding? You're gonna be that obvious with it? Like,
apparently, yes.
yeah.
All right, so they are trying to escape.
Shark. It's a shark on land book. I mean, this isn't. Nobody's going for a literary award here, you know. So I mean,
look at this. There's a shark on land. There's half a person pushing a baby onto an accelerator, and no one knows where the car's going. Like,
oh yeah, he's using the baby to drive the car.
Yeah.
Shoot.
If you go back, I kind of liked Kyle at this point. Like, I was like, shit, like the guy survived with 2 hands. Like, let's see if he can redeem himself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Kyle gets thrown over the edge, munched, and then the Grizzly Shark dies on impact.
The Grizzly Shark dies eating his meal, which gives Donnie the idea to set a trap.
Use the baby as bait. Like I said, the baby's involvement just becomes more and more fucked up as this book goes.
Look, if you find a random baby and you don't use him as bait, that's just your own fault. You're not coming up with the good ideas like Donnie does here.
Yeah,
exactly.
John Bob hanging him like a piñata.
Like, it's been 4 hours, it's not working. And fucking, this is Donnie's idea. He's like, why don't you draw some blood? So he fucking
cracks the baby's skull over the branch. It just starts bleeding.
So pay attention to the composition of everything right now. I save you, Donnie. They're at the end of this stick together. John Bob is at the end. Next page.
Next page.
So they're all huddled at the end, basically. I save you, Donnie. Ga, rar. Next.
Rar. Next.
And fucking John Bob ends up juking out the shark, saving Donnie and the baby. And he rides the shark away. But he's still holding on to the stick. So he's using the baby to lead the army of sharks away.
Which is amazing. So now there are so many sharks, including we have a hammerhead shark.
This was written in there 4 hours, honestly.
Oh my god, there is a hammerhead shark. I just saw that.
Yeah, there's a hammerhead shark that has now joined the mostly looks like great white sharks. The baby has like the I'm the king of the world look going on over here with the
crooked eyes,
the Titanic look, while being bait the carrot and stick method.
I'm king of the world.
I'm king of the world. Oh shit. And so yeah, they lead them all. Try to get them off the cliff, right? I think. Yeah, there it is. Lead them all off the cliff. Oh, it's amazing.
And then oh shit balls is the last word. Sploosh.
Oh shit balls. So now they crashed into the water, which you would be like, wait, so the sharks are usually, better in the water than they would be on land. But this is not the case.
They're the worst fish ever.
This makes no sense except for the one super angry shark who is watching everything happen.
Yeah.
Shoot. Here we go.
Wait, no, go back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. So bottom left panel. Like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? And John Bob's like, I'm good. I can't kill too many sharks in one day. And there's a little bubble gurgle, and Donnie's like, yo, is that you? And that's where Sea Bear comes in.
There he is.
a bear that's from the ocean somehow, and sharks that live on land. Because
Makes sense.
Because it's a comic book.
yeah. No.
Makes sense.
This is National Geographic. This is how it works.
National. Now, this is one that you said was an homage,
Okay,
right?
yeah. Let me grab it, honestly.
Dave's going to the source material.
Yep. Okay.
It's a pretty awesome page, I gotta say.
Yeah. So this is.
And who would have guessed that the bear would be trying to protect the people?
Yeah, you kind of wonder, was like the bear fighting over the humans to get to have them themselves, or was it just like, I just don't like sharks? But then again, we're looking for the motivation of a bear
that lives in the water.
A book about a shark that lives on land. So I mean,
oh shoot! But I'll always love that the shark is surrounded by blood and guts. No matter where he's at, there's just blood and guts kind of surrounding him. It's like how he is able to move.
We'll go back to that panel. I need to find it. I know it's around the Invincible War, though.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right. So then we have the epic duke out between the the shark and the bear. And
I like how it's just got this. The bear is just like sitting there with his legs sprawled out, rubbing his eyes. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna chill here.
After getting tail whacked.
Yeah.
The shark used tail whip, as Dave would say, with the Pokemon.
Yep. Pokemon. But yeah, so very nice tackling form. In rugby, that would be legal because you're, not leaving your feet. You got your head wrapped and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so Sea Bear's kind of dumb all of a sudden. Like, this is honestly the room in terms of like how much character motivations just fluctuate throughout this whole book. Like, Donnie's like funny, then he's an asshole, then he's like a leader. It makes no sense. So yeah, same thing with Sea Bear. He's like, wait, was I fighting a second ago? And they're like, bro, what are you doing? Go follow him.
Then Sea Bear does like the spin move where he grabs him by the tail, spins him around, and launches him.
So what you're referring to is when you have to defeat Bowser in Mario 64.
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah. Grab him by the tail.
That's basically what he does with him, and he ends up sniping a boat. And this next part is pretty sad.
His poor, unfortunate boat that a shark just landed on.
Yeah.
The bear's like, oh no, I fucked up.
This is very interesting because the guy's like, guns are very dangerous. Be careful. And the shark lands on the boat, so he immediately points a gun to his head, and he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
My worst nightmare. There's a shark and a bear. Yeah, you're right. He just immediately.
That's just where I kind of have to ask myself. I'm just like, man, that was a very fast transition. Just be like, nope. Yeah.
It got so dark.
I think Ryan Otley was running out of people to kill it. He's like, let's just throw it on a boat and then murder a few more people.
And then we can drive the boat back. And then they can drive the boat back. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, so here's some inconsistency. He's like, son, give me the gun, let me die. And then he shoots his arm by accident, and he's like, what the hell, man? You could have killed me. Like, so, like, do you want to die? Do you not want to? I don't know.
And then the shark and the bear, look at their faces.
Yeah.
He just pushes them back into the water. And goodbye, dad and boy. So it didn't matter about saving them from shooting themselves. They get munched anyway.
Children die in Grizzly Shark.
Yeah. It's a savage place. Look at that though. Look at the smiling on the shark. He's all happy.
Yeah.
He looks like one of those hot air balloon like shark things, like people put on they fill it with helium and they put it on like a little drone looking thing and just floats. Looks like one of those.
He's so happy. How could you not be happy for him?
James, one game they did that at Madison Square Garden, and they dropped tickets from them, and literally, I'm not even joking, people ended up beating each other up, and they're like, okay, we can't do that in New York anymore.
Oh, from like the little blimp where they drop the
Yeah,
stuff.
from-
Yeah,
from-
dude. New
I-
York is savage, bro.
funny. Yeah.
That's what I was saying about there was a video that went around in Pittsburgh where like the coach threw a puck into like for a kid and
Mhm.
some like grown ass man snatched it out of the kid's
Yeah,
hand.
I hated
Yeah,
that.
And just like
I saw
what
that.
and like just you blah, you know, he was there. I was like, bro, if that went down in MSG, like that dude
Yeah.
would get
Oh, no, that-
mollywopped, dude.
I mean, Pittsburgh is kind of just as aggressive with their hockey. I'm sure they were chirping that guy the whole game, but they ended up they went to the store, grabbed a Crosby jersey, and they brought it to him on the bench really quick. He signed it and they gave it to the kid.
Yeah.
that was dope.
Yeah.
It
Which was
dope
a
what they
nice
did
little
for him.
ending, but
Yeah.
I was just sitting there like, man, if that had gone down in the Garden, like they would have
Yeah.
been hands thrown. I remember the 2 times that I went to the Garden. I know this is very off topic, but just because you said it, the 2 times I went to the Garden, both times I saw fan fights just in the upper deck for absolutely no reason. They were just fucking swinging, wailing on each other, and I was just like, all right, I guess that's how they get down here in New York, because I've never seen that anywhere else where the fans just.
I mean, that's pretty rare. I mean, I don't know. I think it's like 1 every 2 times someone will get ejected.
It's rare. 50%
It's rare.
of the time.
It's like half the time.
Maybe 50%.
Super rare. 50% of the time.
That's a 50% chance that it won't happen. So like, but half
Just-
the time it has happened. So
Works
So funny.
all the
50%
time.
of the time.
66% of the time. Works all
Oh
the
my
time,
gosh! So
66%
yes,
of the
we get more of a fight because the bear is he's angry. He's angry, and
it was a almost cartoon like what would you call it, ambush method, where this is something out of Scooby-Doo where you like swing the branch around the side of the
Scooby
tree.
Doo or Looney Tunes or something like that.
Yeah.
That he's using the tree to smack the bear, which I love.
And it worked.
And they're just cheering on Sea Bear. Come on, Sea Bear, you can do it.
But hey, look at how that worked out. Munch.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sea Bear is done. He's over for Sea Bear.
Wait, so we got to stay on this and we got to talk through each thing. So okay, run. So they run. Grizzly Shark's on the way. Grr. Now what, Donnie? Now we die. Okay.
Now we die.
And Grizzly Shark carries the baby, or catches the baby in his mouth. Why'd you do that? Grizzly Shark is on its way to eat Donnie and John Bob. And he starts dying all of a sudden. Is it dead? What's going on? They look inside the mouth.
They open up the mouth.
Baby crawled all the way through and started eating the heart of Grizzly Shark.
Oh my god. Zombie baby for the win, dude.
Yeah. And they all lived happily ever after, and that's Grizzly Shark.
Boom. There you go. What did Zombie Baby come from? From Dawn of the Dead, right? Isn't that where we first saw like a zombie baby?
I think so, yeah.
Which was Snyder. Snyder came up with Zombie Baby.
Yeah.
Well, there's been zombified babies in TV shows before. Like Walking Dead had a zombified baby.
I'm saying the first time though.
Well, it wasn't Snyder of all fucking people.
I think it was.
It really was?
I think so. I think it was
Walking Dead was
pregnant.
before Snyder made that, though, wasn't it?
Was it the comic book?
Snyder remade Romero's version.
Yeah, he did.
So it's really Romero.
Walking Dead came out in 2002 or 2003, and Dawn of the Dead came out in 2004. So
okay.
That was Snyder's first movie, I think. But yeah, no, I was a
huge Walking Dead fan at the time.
No,
for like the first 3-4 years.
10 years old. I had just read a couple of issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, and that's where I was with comics. But no, I remember like I was at a pretty young age to watch like R-rated movies and shit when I saw that, and like I flat out had nightmares from that. Now it's like one of my favorite movies to watch.
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, I do remember putting it on. I definitely wasn't supposed to be watching it either.
What was that?
Oh, sorry, we were talking over each other. I was saying, I remember putting on Dawn of the Dead like on TV or whatever, and I definitely wasn't supposed to be watching it either. But that scene was pretty fucked up. That the pregnant woman just gives birth to zombie baby that just goes hopping around person to person, biting them.
That guy just becomes very culty out of nowhere. He's like, it's a boy, and it's totally not like a baby with a pulse. Like,
Oh shoot! Oh goodness! All right, so there you go, everybody.
Dark as fuck.
We appreciate y'all hanging with us. And that was Grizzly Shark. If you don't have a copy of it, you need to get one. If you find them in the bins, you need to pull them because it's not a very high print book. And there is one other like tie-in kind of, right?
Which one?
There isn't there like the return or something like something.
No, so the Return of Grizzly Shark is issue 2. Yeah. They're not like titled or anything.
There is like one more Grizzly Shark something. I could have sworn.
There could be. I'm not sure. But yeah, nobody knows about them. Honestly, this would be a great like 5-episode, 30-minute each like Hulu show, like Hit Monkey or some shit. So
yes.
Who knows? What if we're recording this and next thing you know,
Monkey's trash.
Like the hottest.
Monkey's trash.
Dude,
it's Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark. There's a number one.
Right, Phil?
What was that?
Invincible is better than Hit Monkey.
Oh, so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Are we just saying that because Dave's here, or what?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. No, honestly, the show Hit Monkey. I want to watch it again. I need to get Hulu, like for real. But I want to watch it again.
I'll give you my login.
Oh, okay, thank you. Because Hulu, I feel, is such a trash platform that can't make a show pop. Period. Nobody's talking about Hit Monkey, and Hit Monkey was like, it was an incredible show. I would say it's on par with the Invincible show. I thought Invincible was amazing as well, and I've watched it multiple times through. But like just watching Hit Monkey through the first time, I was like, oh my god,
Hulu that screws it up though, right? It's 50% Disney, it's 20% Universal, 25% CBS, whatever.
Yeah,
you know, it's all those different competing people. Nobody really wants to make the deal of it especially because it's Marvel on top of that, which is definitely Disney. But I think Disney's treating Hulu like their rated R kind of version of where they'll start to put stuff, because that's where you see Marvel Knights going and things of that nature, the more risque non-Disney Plus stuff. So I don't know, they've got to find their voice still, but Disney needs to just buy out some other people and make it happen.
Yeah, for real.
If they can, because again, another one that I've heard was good, MODOK, and again,
I heard MODOK sucked.
Oh, you heard it sucked? Oh, I heard it was all right.
I heard it sucked too.
Oh, you heard it sucked too? Okay, never mind.
Because I said it sucked. That's because I watched it.
Oh, all right. I didn't watch it, so I didn't know. But I did watch Hit Monkey, and I was pretty impressed with the animation and the story.
Oh, it was great. Honestly, Hit Monkey was great. Yes, Invincible is a better comic than Hit Monkey. But for execution of a show, I do think from an animation standpoint, Hit Monkey is doing very well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Invincible kind of went for a 2002 Justice League or like Batman animated series type look.
Yeah.
In terms of like the animation and everything. But
they were both still true to their stories. Don't get me wrong. I just think
I love Monkey. It's great.
It was very easily television adapted, and Jason Sudeikis was great.
Yes.
Jason Sudeikis was great.
No, yeah, he's classic.
I don't think that there's any dispute on his voice acting there.
No. And I was surprised too, especially after coming off of spending all the time watching Ted Lasso with him, which a great show, by the way. You know, Ted Lasso's a great show, but very different characters. Very different characters.
Right. Definitely haven't seen that one.
Was he actually serious in Ted Lasso, or is it more of a comedy?
Super serious. Like, he's just a good guy. Honestly, it's
You're like,
show you smile watching afterwards. Like I've never watched an episode. It isn't until the second season at the end with a couple of the cliffhangers you're just like, you know. But I mean, at the same time, every single episode was just like, this guy's just fucking great. You know, it's just like you just smile. It's a little bit of The Office. with a sports scene. With honestly, it's a feel good. It's feel good and awkward and irreverent, and it's fun. I would recommend it. It's a good show. It's a good show. It's a good
All
show.
right.
Good fish
Well,
out
there
of
you go.
water story.
Fish out of water. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me here talking about Grizzly Shark, and everyone watching it or catching it on the replay. Hit that like button for us, subscribe if you haven't already, all that usual trash. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm sure we'll find some other random indie.
And we just decided, actually, we are going to review.
There you go. Apparently, we're now going to review
Wolfman
as well.
That's a fucking big book.
Dumb down. There's like art in the end. And that takes up like 40 pages. So
we'll see you in 2023, everybody, for the review.
Because that's going to take
really read comics,
forever.
So it's a big task for him.
I'm still trying to pick up on my new comic book day from July. So,
oh my god,
I'm proud of you for prioritizing Grizzly Shark. Thank you for reading it and sharing. I'm excited to read it. That, like, I've been talking about Grizzly Shark forever, and James was like, "Oh, maybe I'll go grab that." Like,
yeah, so. I was right on it. As soon as you were talking about it, I found it at like the next show I was at, and I was like, "Oh, Dave was just talking about this shit." And even Justin was like, fun. "Why are you getting that?" And I'm like, "No, I need it. I need to see what he's talking about." Because the way you made it sound, I was like, "I need it."
Yeah,
I need this. This must happen. No, this was really good. It was great. It was entertaining. I had fun with it. You know, on a scale out of 5, I would give it. I mean, the art was great. It was great. Simple. It was funny. It wasn't trying to be anything it's not. It's a story about a shark off land. So the entire thing was ridiculous. Yeah. There wasn't some kind of huge message it was trying to get across. It was just trying to be funny and fun. And it was that. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5, man. It was good.
I do 4.5 out of 5 just because it made me laugh the entire time. And most books just don't do that for me. I think they're kind of corny when they go about that route. But this one, for some reason, just everything worked together like perfectly, and I was just laughing the whole time.
Yeah. I give it a 4 out of 5 because, like, with me, like I only read good shit, and I know that that's an arrogant statement, but like no, seriously, like I don't.
I only read good shit, and I'm always fashionably late.
Yeah, no, but like with that being said, it was like it's just like you said, Phyllis. It's just a fun book. Like you can, like we just read the whole thing by just kind of casually looking at the panels, and we looked at a couple of different lines of dialogue, and it's funny. So
yeah.
So, is it like an amazing book? Does it deserve 5 out of 5? Like, no, but it's fun. So,
yeah, it's not trying to be anything it's not. It's 100% on point and fun. And it's something too, like just that acknowledgement. This is a 24-hour challenge. This entire thing came from a 24-hour challenge when they were both in a sleepless stupor of just joking with each other and like, wouldn't this be freaking funny? So when you think about it in that way too, you can kind of see the resolution coming as quickly as possible because they're running out of steam. This is 24 hours straight. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Like literally the decision to throw the baby and then and they all lived happily ever after, all on the last page. Like
they're like, no, we can't do a 4th book, man. It's been 23 hours already. We don't got enough time for it. What can we do? Throw the zombie baby at it. Okay. We're done. It was going to be 4 parts. Nope. Zombie baby handled the entire last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's good. All right, guys. Again, thank you. Appreciate you. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Thanks for inviting me, man. Love being here.